Hey, Olina, how you doing?
I'm
Really good
doing
to catch up
great.
with you
So
this
good to
morning.
see you. So good to see you, Matthew.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, I'm super excited to find out about what you're up to. I was looking at some of your stuff, and so good to catch up with you in this little session. And I know we haven't got a lot of time, so I'm going to kind of jump into this. But I was really blown away when I saw some of your graphics, some of the things that you're doing, and I was showing my partner, and she was like, "Oh." We actually had a visual of one of the graphics that you sent me. One of the graphics is that you sent me was a warrior princess or warrior woman on the one side,
Femme
and
Excalibur.
Excalibur, Femme Excalibur, right? And on
Yeah.
the other side was a lady, posh lady with a black hat on, and she's demure, right? And there's a big contrast there of that whole context. And we were discussing it for a while, and I see you've got this model called Femme, excuse me if I say it wrong, Femme Excalibur, right? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, Femme Excalibur. Yes.
Femme Excalibur.
Ancient Femme Excalibur. The the women warrior.
The first thing that came to mind was the strength of this, and there's something in it that seems very strong. Tell me a little bit about all of this stuff and what it means. Where did this all start? How did this all come about? Let's start there. Start from the beginning.
It's interesting question because it's like where did all this start? So it all started Actually, it all started when I was on a communication training team for government agents. And
Okay.
all of a sudden, I was like on stage in a huge auditorium and I was supposed to present something. And I did not expect that to happen at that time because it was my very first time there. And I got this great opportunity to be there on this team. And I grabbed that opportunity, but I did not expect to be on stage in front of mostly
Right.
men, male agents, right?
How
And
big was the crowd?
I'm sorry,
How big was the crowd?
I think it was about 100
Wow.
agents.
Yeah.
And I felt intimidated because it was a totally new environment for me. And I did not expect to be put on stage that day. I thought that it would be all in meeting rooms, like training, like building rapport, uh, during interviews. That's all I can say about that. Because other stuff is confidential. But that was the very first moment when I realized that preparation is wonderful and very important thing in communication, negotiation, and going on stages, but it's not everything. It's about the presence. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? I thought like that I'm gonna die at that moment, like on that stage, like my heart was pumping, like bursting, like almost out of my chest. And my palms were sweaty and I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna, I can't. And all that, those voices in my head, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then something clicked, like, this is your moment. This is your moment. So I switched to that mindset, like it was at that time, it was energy,
Yeah.
like, and I relaxed. I presented what I needed to present. I even made a joke, and I'm not a joker. Those guys were laughing and they were relaxed, they were enjoying. We connected. It was about
Gotcha.
connecting with the audience,
Yeah.
and it worked
Yeah.
wonders. So that was the very first time when I used and I called it later bombshell persona.
Gotcha.
When you
I
step
see that. Yeah.
into that most confident, most powerful, charismatic self. And that's basically later on when I did more research. It's basically using alter ego for premium business and for leadership. It's nothing new in the history, it's just that I created the method that is like really well designed for women in business, and it helps
Right.
them. And that Femme Excalibur that came later because I was like looking at, because you are building confidence for premium sales, premium business leadership to show up at
Yeah,
the presence that you need to show up. Because it's not only about high ticket sales, it's about your presence too, right? Like how confident you are to sell it, and or to lead team, or whether it's in boardroom or on stage, it doesn't matter. But
yeah,
then what came to my mind was like, I visualized this ancient, strong, super confident and super courageous woman
yeah,
warrior, and I call
yeah,
her Femme Excalibur. And that's the story that actually goes nicely from those ancient times to modern boardrooms and stages. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm calling is like from the courageous warrior to powerful negotiator, bombshell negotiator. And
yes.
that's the load that I give to high achieving women. I teach them all that so they
So,
can level
so
up.
tell me something. Who is the person? Like I know it's obviously ladies, right? But who is the person specifically that you target? Like who's the person that you speak to the most in your business endeavors?
The most women that I speak to are either like coaches and consultants that are trying to get from 6 figures to 7 figures. I have some that, so they are like ambitious. They have the goal. They want to grow, scale their business, and they also like high touch uh, experience, white glove
Right.
experience, luxury touch to it. So what I do is like I do have ultra premium service and also premium service, because I do have women that are as ambitious as these who already are seeing great numbers, but I
Yeah,
also have clients who just are about to reach 6 figures, and
gotcha.
they have big ambition and big dreams that they are
Is
not afraid to go after.
this a lady that would be kind of have their own business, right?
Yes,
Already.
yes,
So they're
yes.
already in business, they're already doing coaching consulting, and you're taking them. Some of the struggles that your clients might have that they're kind of breaking through?
A lot of struggles are actually that some of them get like into plateau, like stuck. Sometimes it's the
Explain
life
stuck. Explain stuck.
stuck. They get stuck with like, okay, so what should I be doing next? Like how to level it up. I mean, I have so many clients and so much time. They might not be doing like high ticket sales, like with the strategy like one to many, like virtual events. So a lot of them are learning about that. um there are some who reached 6 figures or even like close to 7 figures, but something happened in their life that affected their confidence, or that's why they got stuck. Um,
Sorry. Yeah.
that's why they got stuck, because life happens and it can interfere with business, right? With our business and with our presence in our businesses. So sometimes they need that extra push to get back on the right track,
Right.
and they
Okay.
they don't want to wait. They want fast results, and they are willing to invest into that transformation.
And that's super awesome. So you're working with these ladies who are in business. They're looking to shift forward. You said they struggle a little bit with confidence. Is that what you're? Is that kind of the breakthrough that you're helping them with, the confidence side of things?
It has to do also with confidence, because like many women, they might seem to be confident on the outside, and yet they have these little demons like in, and they can get through those um obstacles on their own. They just need more help to push through and leave that plateau and basically like get into bold moves. That's
to find their femme Excalibur, right?
exactly. They because here's the thing, Matthew, like we all women have femme Excalibur within them.
Yeah,
Like we all do, especially like if we are longing for more, if we want to proceed, and if we want to go after our dreams and the ambition, right? Like to follow our dreams and reach our goals. But it often ends just like that. Those dreams will die out because, like, well, I should not be asking for this or that. So that femme, good news is that femme Excalibur is there for all of us. It's just time to wake her up, make her
yeah,
awake.
yeah.
And
I
I
love
know,
that. I
and I
love
have a
that.
key to that.
And I think it's such an important role that you play here, because the contrast in the image that I discussed earlier on, it's super powerful. Just a note on that. Me and Sahara were talking about it, and she was looking at the lady on the right, which had the hat and the thing, and she's looking at the lady on the left, and she's like, I definitely don't resonate with the lady on the right because she's too posh for me. She's like,
Okay.
I definitely resonate with this lady on the left because that I can connect with, because I think a lot of ladies want to be that warrior. They want to be um, that champion. I think society has kind of labeled a lot of in our society, we haven't caught up yet, right? And so ladies have got a bit of a push to go through. And I'm a champion for lady entrepreneurs. Like I love to see lady entrepreneurs out there giving it socks. And I think what you're doing is amazing. It's so good to give the ladies the confidence to get out there and be who they can be, because there's a big world out there and lots of opportunity, and it doesn't need to there should be no barriers or no hurdles. And so I really, really loved your idea. Now, can you tell me, what does Femme Excalibur do for your clients? Like, how does that process work?
Well, what does she do for my clients is like that she teaches them the courage,
Right.
because that's the
So
first step.
she is the identity that's kind
She's the
of
identity. Like I call it bombshell persona, right? But because
right.
Femme Excalibur is the same thing as bombshell persona. That lady on the right with the hat is like bombshell persona. She's a bombshell negotiator. She
Right.
gets deals closed. She's confident. She's very comfortable in her own skin. She closes with premium deals with certainty, with confidence, and elegance. So that's the part that is like in modern world, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that like Sahara doesn't doesn't connect with her because she might be too posh for some ladies, but it's so
Yeah.
they with me they will create their own bombshell persona. If they work with me, they create their own, and they will give her their own face. But
Oh,
basically it's us. It's within us. All that what we long for, the traits are there too, but they are pushed maybe somewhere in the back because let's face it, it's like it can be because of our own insecurities that were built over time, often since childhood when we were told things differently, and not sometimes it was not intention of the others, right? So those are like barriers or limitations we put upon ourselves, or others from our environment put them upon us, and that's why we have these blocks. Why not to do certain things? Oh, I should not be doing this. Oh, I should not be shining too much. What
yeah.
if fear of not just from fear of failure, but often fear of success. How will they look at me? Will they still love me the way they have
Yeah,
till now?
that's so good.
All these,
So
that's
good.
psychological. And I
And
do
how do
have
you,
some
how,
background in psychology too. So it takes some time to get through this, but basically bombshell persona method is like a bypass. It's like it will bypass all the limitations and it will get you on track.
it's so good. And that's your key, your core foundational process is the bombshell persona. So from what I'm gathering is that you're you're going to sit with your clients, and your client might be somebody that's feeling frustrated or stuck and wants to break through those barriers and get to that seven figures, but they're might not have confidence, or they're struggling internally with a lot of the voices. So what your system does is it takes them from this place of those internal conflicts, breaks them down, gives them a persona, or the ability to draw on a persona for themselves, so that they can go out and conquer the world in their own domain. Right? Is that am I reading that correctly?
I'm so glad that I explained it, that you understand it perfectly. Like it so yes, exactly, that's what it is, because then they don't even think about it. They just
Right.
do bold moves. I mean, it
And
sounds sexy,
you're trying to
bold
ingrain.
moves, but it's basically what they do, because they start to believe in themselves. That's what it is, right? The confidence is like you trust yourself. You believe that you can achieve all that what you put your eyes on. And it's not like a arrogant way. It's a healthy, confident way, like that you can do whatever you decide that you can do, right? Because it's like if you
Amazing.
decide I can't do it, then it's true. But if you say I can do it, it's true as well, right?
Exactly. Wow.
So
Amazing.
this is
That's so
truly,
good.
truly amazing, and it's science based too. Like the Batman effect, like that in children. Like there's a study in children when they use like superheroes, right? And all of a sudden the results were like 40, 50, 60% better. Like the confidence was higher, anxiety lowers, and it's like, so it truly helps to get over those limitations and achieve the
So
dreams that
can I ask you, how long is your program that you help people with?
I have several options. So I serve ultra premium and then premium. And the ultra premium, what I offer is VIP day, when it's like really like white glove luxury experience. And we just sit down and make a plan. And then they get additional support for half a year from me. And I can go through all the details, like
And that is
what
called? What is that called?
it's called Femme Excalibur VIP Day.
Nice. And what
And
do they get out of that VIP day? What do they get once they've been in that VIP day? What is the outcome at the end?
well, we will go through the plan, and we will set up everything for them, like what first of all, what their goals are based on their goals.
I'm asking, what is the outcome? What do they get out of it at the end? What is the big aha that they're going to walk away with once they've spent an hour with you? Like,
They
for
will,
instance,
okay, the big aha moment from that day will be within that one day, they will have identity shift.
oh, boom,
Boom.
love
They
it.
will get basically they will get premium identity shift. And that's what
Nice.
they need. Because here's the thing. I also, on the top of it, I also teach them premium skills, like high ticket skills and negotiation strategies. And I do have a special method that I designed based on FBI negotiators, but it's specifically designed for women.
Oh, wow.
But it's not just the skills. It's often, as I mentioned before, it's the presence. So it is about who you become. You have to become that bombshell negotiator. You have to become that bombshell closer
Yeah.
in order to close those big deals with certainty and elegance and grace.
I love that so much that you empower that identity with women that they can go out and be able to be confident and do those things. That is so, so cool.
I can
Um,
help men too. I can help men too. It's not a problem, but it's like I noticed that men often don't have that much issue with this because it's just like women are have more barriers still there.
men have the issues. They just don't. I think in society, men have been told to just shut up and deal with it. So they kind of bottle it all up and they try and keep going, doing the thing, right? It's just the way it is in terms of how we think sometimes. Just
Sure.
my perspective, anyway. I think
Yeah,
that men just kind of like, we just got to just toughen up and do the thing, right? And so
that is
we hide and then, because we deal with that stuff too. We just don't make it visible. And it's a problem
sure.
because what happens with a lot of men is they go through years of battling with these things and eventually it wears you down. And if you're not able to talk about them or have somebody in your life that's able to help you break through those or deal with them, it can be tough because we just deal with it,
I know.
be
And
tough.
what I like about you, Matthew, that you can be vulnerable and talk about stuff like that, like what you've been through like in the past. And
Yeah,
that makes you even stronger. And that makes it like,
exactly.
okay, and that makes you inspirational for others that you can help your clients with that because they know that you had some experience with certain hurdles and yet it didn't stop you and you are able to talk about it and you are not afraid to be vulnerable and that's a gift. So uh,
That is exactly what you just talked about. It's the persona because it's not easy to do that. And for me, I've done what you're talking about. It's I have to believe who I am is I am. What did that lady say? I am enough, right? We've got to believe it. I am enough. And by doing that, you can be more vulnerable and open up to your people around you. And I love that context of what you said today is to unlock that identity because people if you don't have to sometimes like we have these identities in ourselves that we've built up over the years. Our family have told us stuff, our friends have told us stuff, people around us have told us stuff, and so we built our own identities and these identities can be limiting. And when you and exactly how I perceive in your program, if you can change that identity, if you can have a shift in identity or learn how to do that shift in identity, because sometimes people don't know how to do that,
mhm,
it's huge. Like that's a major thing because that allows you to then be different, right? You step into this new you or a different you or a better you. And
yes.
when you can do that, like it's very empowering, it's very powerful, and your life becomes different, it becomes more fluid. And the challenges and the things that people say about you go around saying, "Well, I don't believe that anymore. That's not my identity, right? I'm Fem Excalibur. Or I'm what was the other one? Um,
Bombshell
I'm
persona.
Bombshell Persona, right? I'm that person now. I don't believe I'm not that person anymore because I've experienced that in myself when I was in construction, having that identity that I'm a dumb construction worker and that's all I'll ever be was a big identity shift that I had growing up, right? I didn't have education, I didn't have skills, I didn't know about technology, and I had to do that. And that was the shift in me was breaking that identity. I'm no longer that guy. I'm this guy. I'm this identity. And now I live my life by that identity. And I love what you're doing. I get it 100%. I get it. And I'm glad that you said that the big result that you get out of your program is an identity shift because we need that. We need that so much. Awesome.
Thank you. And you know what? You used exactly those two words that when I talk about this change because I experienced it obviously first on myself, right? I experimented with it before I even put it out there and try to help others, because I was like, well, what if it will work just for me? What if it will not work on others? So I fully experimented with it when I stepped into that Bombshell Persona daily. And I do that all the time. And it's not like I'm switching, like I'm still the same person, but
Yeah.
in
Your
the high
belief
stake
system,
moments, I can easily just
switch
switch
it on.
and be relaxed and get through difficult situations with grace. And I mean, am I anxious sometimes, or am I scared? Of course, I'm still human, but I can put it under control in a very short period of time and get back where I need to be. And that's the beauty of that shift. And I liked when you used two words when you spoke about this transition, about this identity shift. And that was, like you said, it's empowering and powerful. It's both. That's exactly what it is. I'm like blown away every day by like what it brings. And you know what is beautiful? What I noticed, like when I started with this, for me it was that stage confidence on stage, right? Or and lowering the anxiety there and being like, ah, can I do this, right? And what came with it was not just increased confidence like 100 times, and resilience, right? With Dave Goggins implemented also in my Femme Excalibur Bombshell Persona alter ego.
Yep.
And that's, by the way, like done for you thing. So all my women will get this, the traits of my Bombshell Persona, my Femme Excalibur. They will know what's all in it. I will share all my secrets, and then we will tweak it to their needs and their goals, and we'll put some other traits in or pull something out. It's so
Turning the knobs and getting people
you can
to
adjust it to
customizing it to your
customize it.
person.
Exactly, you can customize it, highly customize it. But these are the traits that I already experimented with, and they are proven to work for premium sales, for premium business, for high level leadership, um, and high performance, even in like for athletes, like at sports and stuff like that. So it's amazing, and it's nice. It's more than nice to see actually the result in my clients who, for example, they were not, they just didn't feel like, I can sell premium, I cannot do that. And within 2-3 weeks after working with me, she made her first premium sale for $7,500
Awesome.
from $950 for the same,
Wow, that's a big shift, right? That's
so
and that's the thing is though, from what I love about what you're saying is that these are not these
I
are
lost
things
your
already
I
in us
I
that you're
lost your
helping
voice for a
to
little
so we
bit.
don't.
Okay.
Right. So what I love about what you're saying and what you're doing is I feel that you're saying that we already have these things inside of us. What you're helping to do is train those excuse me, train the traits to come out so that we can use what we already have, right? Is that what it is? And
Yes.
that those having those skills, because this is my like I see in business and in life, right? People are passionate about doing stuff, right? They're passionate about running a business. They're passionate about living and loving life. Like passion is everywhere, but passion doesn't pay the bills. So you can be as passionate as hell about anything, but in order to have success in business, you need to have skills. And what I'm learning from you today is that the skill of knowing how to unlock your traits, the right traits, so that you can have that confidence in sales and negotiation and in front of stage, is probably by far the most important skill you could ever learn in your life, hands down. Because without that skill, the passion, the crazy hoo-hoo stuff that goes on there means nothing. You can be as passionate as you want and you can be ready to do the stuff, but if you don't know how to manage the skills that you're talking about, Like it's hard, man. It's really hard then, isn't it? Because now you've got this barrier and you're always going to be like, oh, I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing. I want to be so, I'm so passionate. I love, but
It it's
without those
exactly right.
confident traits, you're stuck, right? Isn't that right?
It's absolutely, you're absolutely right. It's about to knowing how to work with those traits and how to make them work for you.
Boom. And you got a challenge, right? You got an amazing challenge coming up. Tell me
Yes,
a little
yes.
bit about your challenge.
So I do have challenge that is, of course, it's called Femme Excalibur Bold Moves Challenge, and it's for 5 days, and it's online. It's 1 hour per day, Monday through Friday, and it starts on March 24th, March 24th to March 28th. And I gave two options there. There are two options. So there's a general admission for a little less money, and that's for 3 days, three live sessions. And then there is VIP ticket that's for all 5 days with hot seat and the alter ego advantage workbook for VIP registrants.
Oh,
So
so you've got a you got a general admission and you got a VIP.
yes,
So the VIP is a little bit longer. Is that correct? So
the
the
IP
people
is
who
for full 5 days,
okay,
and it's got bonuses to it, and it's got also everyday questions, Q&As, and takeaways like for half an hour after the live session.
amazing. And you're teaching all the stuff that we've just been talking about today, right?
I am teaching all the stuff. Of course, they will get the taste, the best taste of it in that challenge. So I would encourage all high achieving and ambitious women who feel like that their femme excalibur needs to come out, join me. And I could share a link, or let me see. It is actually on eventbrite.com, and it is called Femme Excalibur Bold Moves Challenge. So you
.com,
can find it on eventbrite.com.
eventbrite.com. Say that again. It's bold moves.
It's Femme Excalibur Bold Moves Challenge.
Bam Excalibur Bold Moves Challenge. That sounds amazing. And you, at the end of this challenge, your clients are going to have the ability to unlock their
They will have ability, they will definitely feel the shift just after those 5 days. They will feel the shift. But of course, if they really want to work on it, it takes a little bit longer than just 5 days, like anything, right?
but in these 5 days, they're going to get an amazing transformational shift.
They will get amazing during those 5 days. They will get amazing transformational shift, and for many, I can tell that it's like life change. It will be life changing.
Right, to unlock your identity, the skill to unlock your identity, like that is one of the most powerful, a new identity that you can walk this world with and feel bold, feel confident, feel accomplished, feel wealthy. Like those are amazing things you can unlock, right? And this is what we're going to get out of the challenge.
Absolutely, and that's the shift that will get you to fortune and freedom, because at the end of the day we want to have more freedom. We want to live to the fullest. We want to live the life that we always desired, right? And the only way is to become that person who commands that
Amazing,
lifestyle. Who
amazing.
commands that lifestyle. It's not about waiting anymore, ladies. It's about taking.
Absolutely. Boom. I tell you what, that sounds so exciting. I'm looking forward to that. You,
Thank you so much, Matthew. It was
Lena,
wonderful.
I love talking to you too.